Welcome to the journey of environmental management. In just 3 minutes, we'll go through how to introduce an environmental management system. By following these 6 steps, you're on a path to a more sustainable future. Remember, it's a cycle of ongoing improvement. A policy is a statement of your organisation's commitment to reduce its environmental impact, and it should address all of the key aspects and impacts of your organisation, such as the use of energy and waste. Your policy should be signed by a member of the senior management team in order to demonstrate top-level commitment and support for improving your environmental performance. It's important that your policy also outlines who is responsible for undertaking the day-to-day implementation of the policy, and the policy needs to be reviewed regularly to ensure it's up to date and still aligns with your environmental goals. It's really important to appoint a leader of your environmental programme and make sure that you allocate enough time within their working week to undertake this new role. It can also be really helpful to offer introductory training for this individual to ensure that they feel confident and comfortable with this new role. It's important to set up regular Green Team meetings with members from across the organisation, so from different departments, to bring different ideas and different perspectives. And also encourage your wider staff to share their ideas for improvement too. This could be done through a staff survey or it could be a suggestion box. Resources are anything that your organisation uses or produces as part of its operation and services. Some examples of resources that you can measure are electricity, natural gas, water, transport such as fleet mileage or grey fleet mileage, paper and waste. This can sound a little bit daunting, so try to start with a few resources first, and then as you become more confident collecting and reviewing data, then expand to more resources. Aim to take actual meter readings where possible, but if you can't, you can always use accurate bills to collect data. The important thing is to establish a baseline year that you'll compare your performance against year on year. This baseline year could start from January and go to December, or it could align with the financial year or any other reporting years that you might have within your organisation. Aim to set a reduction target of at least 2% year on year. But if you want, you can be more ambitious and set reduction targets that are higher, as long as there are plans to support this. When prioritising actions, try to think about the ones that have the biggest impact or also the easiest to implement. Try to review your progress regularly and update your action plans as and when needed. To encourage wider staff participation, try to implement as many of the feasible staff suggestions as possible to keep them motivated and show that their voice has been heard. You can also organise lots of events such as tree planting, fundraising and conservation activities. It's also important to support wider engagement campaigns such as Zero Waste Week. After a year, it's important to evaluate your performance. So think about creating a report to demonstrate what you've achieved over the year, but also the actions that you plan to undertake over the next year. It's also important to consider third-party evaluation to verify your environmental claims and also show that you're on the right path. As part of this process, review your action plans and targets and update them as needed. It's really important to communicate your journey not just at the end of the year, but also throughout the year, and make sure that you congratulate staff members as you go along.